Okay, so all of these boxes are a piece or a portion of the Yarbo autonomous yard robot. So I'm going to walk through just the beginning. We'll do a full unboxing and then I'll put it together. And so just a couple things I want to show you in each box. So you actually have the robot here. This is the autonomous yard robot. And what this part right here is the basically snow blower functionality here. So this is the robot here. There is also a lawnmower option, which I do not have. There is the blade for a plow, so you can actually use it as a plow in your driveway, stuff like this. This piece right here is the ramp that basically goes up into the charging station. And then this is the Smart Assist module, which goes on the front that helps it kind of move around the yard, different things like this. So the robot will go into the charger by itself. This is the battery that actually goes into the robot. So we're going to do all the unboxing first. I'm going to put it all together, and I'm actually going to just put the ramp out here and show you. The crazy part about it is I live where there's the greatest snow on earth, and Florida this year has had more snow than we have. We've had less than an inch, and we're usually somewhere between 18 to 2 feet just on the ground. You can see, it's the middle of second week of February, and it's 50 degrees outside, which is crazy. So we're going to do all the unboxing and then put it all together, show you how it works. Then I'm going to go into the app on the phone, walk you through the app. You can control it from your phone, Android device, Apple device, tablet, whatever you have. And the cool thing is it's autonomous, right? So it will figure out where your driveway or pathway is up to your house, and it will go through those. So I'll show you some of that without snow and just what it would look like. So last but not least is this little tiny box that weighs almost 20 pounds. This is your battery. You can see right here, you're going to plug some items in. You've got this here. Don't want to take this top piece off. It does have this nice sturdy handle here. All of your FCC regulation stuff is here. So everything here was 6 different boxes, I think, from the beginning. Again, you've got your ramp, you've got all of your technical kind of electronic gear, you've got your blower over here, we've got your blades back here, we've got the different tread tracks back here, we have a mounting system back here, we have the chute cleaner right there. We have some extra small parts that we've moved around. We've got the actual kind of smart release here. And then the battery, which is right here. So the next part of this video, and I'll go through that unboxing really quick. The next part of this video is actually going to be me going through the startup guide, user's manual, and putting this all together, right? Unboxing is probably going to take you about a half an hour, right? So I was doing it piece by piece and recording and kind of editing and cutting and different things like that. It'll probably take you half an hour. The machine itself, you could lift if you're one person. That actually, the top just came off. The other pieces are pretty light. I would say probably the snowblower part, you might want to have 2 people. I think when you're attaching everything together, you might want to have 2 people because you've got to have one person hold up. I'm assuming by the rest of the design that it's going to be pretty easy. We'll just have a few screws that we need to screw in and everything should work properly. And I think the reason that the robot is obviously so heavy is because it's going to be moving, pounds and pounds of snow and ice and slush and whatever for a long period of time, it also has to carry the weight of this. Whether that's the plow side or the blower side, it's going to have to be, you know, pushing snow and different things like that. And then opposite, if it's mowing the lawn, if you have that attachment on, it may be dragging some of that if you're keeping it and bagging it or whatever. But so let's jump into the books and kind of go through those beginning manuals and get things charged, and we'll jump back and show you how this all works. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to connect the autonomous robot to the blower. So there's a screw right here. It's just a number 2. If you have an Allen wrench set, you pop this off, right? And then this is actually going to connect to this guy right here. It's got a automatic locking mechanism. You can also see right here, I'm telling you before I'm going to do this because I'm going to do this, but there's 4 kind of big bolts with a little groove in between it. This is going to lift up and slide right on this. You also want to take off this. This is to get some exhaust, basically airflow down in. So if I zoom in, you can see right here as the motor spins, snow, right? This is on the back end. So this is going to end up going right in here like this. This whole thing is going to sit on these 4 bolts, and then we're going to lock this in place right where this guy goes. Okay. And we want to make sure that this cable's out of the way. Cord is out of the way. And if I flip this up just a little bit, you can see right here we've got these 4 holes that this is all going to sit on and kind of work together. So it's pretty straightforward as far as the lifting. You don't really have to lift a lot, and I know I'm kind of in the way, but when you have it just flat on the ground, this is a little bit higher. I have this angled up on purpose like this towards me, so it's angled up just a little bit this way. So then I can just slide the snowblower portion right in, and then I can lock this cable in place. So I'm kind of tucking this cable back behind right here so it doesn't run into anything or hit anything. You could probably have it out this way, but you'll see that all of these pieces kind of go together. So when I lift this up, we'll get it connected and go straight from there. Here we go. Try and get out of the way and lift this up. So hopefully you heard that click. That click was everything locked into place. And these 2 release valves, there's one here, not a release valve, but a release mechanism. If I pull this up, it's going to snap those off. So I already have it on. Now I'm going to take my blue wire that I had, and I'm going to line it up and kind of wiggle it in there. And then it's locked in place right here with this little twist lock. So if I wanted to take it off, again, we're good. We're locked in place right there. So that's that first step. So this is all now connected, okay? Okay, once you get your mount, or this, you want to mount this back on here. So I still have that. And it's going to snap right in there. And I cut myself putting that in. And I just did a hand. I didn't want to screw it too tight because this might be something that I'm going to take off and on. It may be seasonal, right? Maybe 2 or 3 times a year, just depending on what. Obviously, this is a snowplow, so I'm going to keep the snowplow on. Or the snowblower, I'm going to keep that on. But if I was going to get a different attachment to this to use, then I'm going to have to take that off because I'm going to have to reconnect the power. So this all together right now is one piece. We've got that back on. It's tightened. So you can see everything here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put on the snow chute here that just kind of shoots the snow and the plastic cover and everything like that. Okay, when you're putting on the chute, just pointers as you're putting this together, you want to make sure that you see there's this arrow right here and then this arrow on the chute. There's 4 screws that align that are smaller screws, and then you're actually going to put in the larger one afterwards. I just want to make sure that you align these 2. Otherwise, it won't be aligned. And so when this is controlling or spinning or moving, because you can actually, with the app, you can move which way the snow goes and change the direction based on where everything's lined up. And if it's not lined up, then it won't work the way that you want it to. So just want to make sure that you get those two arrows aligned. Okay, so here we go. Just going to get them started, and then I'll finish them. And then the next two screws we're going to put right in here, and they're a little bit bigger. And this is the plastic cover, so the snow doesn't shoot, kind of come over into this area here. So I'll tighten these up, and then we're going to add these two in just a second. Okay, so we're putting in that kind of safety chute on the front side. This is a hard plastic. There's only two screws, and I probably am not going to use a screwdriver, but they go right in here, or a drill like this. And let's make sure I got the right Allen wrench. So we'll just tighten these up right here and solid on that part. So this next portion is, we're going to take this wire, it's going to go here, we're going to screw it in, and then this goes around right here, and this is what's going to control this up or down. So this guy is going to go right here. We're going to have a bolt that's going to go basically on the top and the bottom. It's already there, right? The two bolts. So we're just going to loosen one up, put it in between, and then tighten them. And then this guy goes right here, and it'll pull this up or down. And this is actually electronic, so that you can change the angle of where the snow goes by pulling and tightening this. So kind of like a brake on a bike. So again, we got an Allen wrench here. We're going to pull this down and then put this screw right here, and we've got it. It's tight. So then what we're going to do is just put this screw back on, and then we'll just use a little wrench and an Allen wrench, and then we'll tighten these up. I'm doing these loose at first, right? So this is just hand tightening, but then we're going to tighten both this and this with an Allen wrench. And you can see that this is tilted, but as we pull this, right, it will go up or straight. So depending on the angle that we want. And this will just kind of stay down right here, this cable. So again, it comes with a wrench. It's just a little handheld.